for dinner?
Spaghetti, no asking again.
Okay, the pasta is done. Time for me to put in the pasta sauce. Ling, come and help mommy open the sauce. Hey, you're so useless. Gong Gong, come help me.
Okay, coming.
$2,000 later.
Careful, Gong Gong, careful. Help me. Okay, let's try this together.
Don't worry, I got this.
Woo! How come we couldn't open it? Is it because I'm old? Is it because I'm young?
Is it because I'm a girl? This leads us to our problem statement. Does the design of Prego sauce bottle lids affect how long it takes for Prego consumers in Singapore to open them? To determine whether the design of the Prego sauce bottle affects how long it takes for Prego consumers in Singapore to open them, we have to gather the data from the consumers. However, it is impractical to collect the data from the whole population of Singapore Prego consumers. Hence, we decide to choose a random sample of Prego consumers with different grip strength across different age and gender. The sample point that we have decided will be the time taken in seconds for an individual to open the lid, and we'll record down the time taken. The sample size will be 100 Prego consumers. According to the central limit theorem, when the sample size is equal or more than 30, the distribution will tend to follow a normal distribution.
Sourcing for our sample size, we collected data from Prego consumers all over Singapore and made sure that they were unrelated to each other. Each individual's attempt to open the bottle was conducted independently, ensuring that no participant's performance influenced another's. Additionally, all participants used the same type of Prego sauce bottle under controlled conditions, such as consistent room temperature, preventing any external factors from influencing the results. By selecting 100 individuals with varied grip strengths, ages, and genders, we captured a diverse and representative sample of Prego sauce users, ensuring that our sample was independently and identically distributed.
To determine the average time taken for a person to open the lid of a Prego sauce bottle, we need to find out what are the affecting factors. The parameter of the time taken consists of three parts. The first factor that affects the time taken to open the lid will be the grip strength of the person. The stronger a person is, less time will be taken to open the lid. Hence, we include this factor into our regression formula. The second factor will be the gender. The test we are conducting consists of both male and female. Thus, we need to determine whether the gender will affect the time taken to open the lid or not. Usually, male also find it easier to open the lid. The last factor will be age. Prego sauce consumers consist of all age groups. Hence, age is also one affecting factor. Most of the time, kids find it difficult to open the lid and take a longer time. So these are the three variables that we have.
Using R, we can input the grip data that we have collected. Our regression formula uses time taken as the dependent variable, with independent variable of grip strength, gender, and age. By using the summary command, we are able to see that the coefficient of grip strength is at negative 0.344. This shows that a unit decrease in grip strength will lead to a 0.344 unit decrease in time taken. Furthermore, the p-value of grip strength is the lowest amongst all the independent variables and well below the significance level of 5%. Therefore, we can conclude that grip strength is the most statistically significant independent variable.
Next, we will calculate the confidence interval and find the upper limit of the interval. Using a confidence level of 95%, we can find the upper and lower limit that likely contains the true average time taken to open the Prego sauce bottle lid 95% of the time. Firstly, we will find the cumulative probability and make n equal to the sample size of 100. Then we will find the sample mean and standard deviation. After that, we will apply the formula for confidence interval, which involves dividing the standard deviation by the square root of the sample size and multiplying by the critical value, which makes use of the function qt, since we do not know the population standard deviation. From this, we can find the absolute error, which we will add and subtract from the sample mean to obtain the upper and lower limits.
In our study, we need to determine if the average time it takes an ordinary person to open a Prego-sauce bottle exceeds an acceptable standard. Hence, we set our standard at 13 seconds, which represents the upper limit of what we consider a reasonable opening time. We will be conducting a hypothesis testing and a two-sample t-test with two sets of hypotheses. Our null hypothesis will be the average time taken for an ordinary person to open a Prego-sauce bottle is 30 seconds or less. This hypothesis assumes that the design of the bottle is meeting ease of use expectations, whereas our alternative hypothesis is that average time taken for an ordinary person to open a bottle is greater than 13 seconds. If this hypothesis is supported, it suggests that the bottle design might be difficult for some users and could benefit from improvement. From the result, at a 95% confidence interval, we can see that the p-value of 2.2 times 10 to the power of negative 16 is smaller than our significance level of 5%. We therefore have strong evidence to reject the null hypothesis.
By rejecting the null hypothesis, we can conclude that the bottle design might be difficult for some users. Therefore, we identified that the design of the Prego-sauce bottle lid could be optimized to improve ease of opening.
Ta-da! Introducing Prego Lid 2.0.
Our proposed solution involves two key design changes to make the bottle more user-friendly. Firstly, we suggest extending the height of the bottle slightly. By increasing the height, users will have more leverage when gripping and opening the bottle. This extra leverage could help reduce the time and effort needed to open the bottle, especially for those with lower grip strength. The second change is to replace the current cap with one made from textured rubber. This material provides a better grip due to its frictional properties, making it easier for users to hold and twist the lid without slipping. The textured rubber surface will help users apply the necessary torque without their hands slipping, reducing the reliance on high grip strength. With these two adjustments, the extended bottle height for better leverage and the textured rubber cap for increased friction, we aim to reduce the average time needed to open the bottle across all user groups. This solution addresses the challenges we identified and aligns with our goal of enhancing usability.